Good day, everybody. Let's do today's CSS Battle. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, looks pretty good. I think let's get this done. Looks like it's 7 elements. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's do this. And let's put a display flex on this thing, on the body, and that'll force everything to be by default in a row. And then we're gonna make 6 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna give each one has a height of it's at least 200, more on that later, and a width of 20. All right, so let's get the numbers right. The background is yellow, and the background of these elements is purple, and our margins are wrong at the very least. What is that, 15? Maybe 14? Okay. And then margins on the other side, 5, 4. Height is wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got what, 39 then? Okay. Now we got, if we add a gap, we start seeing 20. 30. Oh, ooh, interesting. So we have a slight asymmetry there. Is that what I'm seeing? We just have a little bit of an offness there, a little bit off. So is that correct? So is there a problem with our numbers? One thing that, there we go. One thing that occurs is that sometimes these numbers are a little surprising. Interesting. Let's do something interesting. We're going to say align items center, 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 and justify content center. See if we get a different result there. And then let's change that gap value to really get a sense of what that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, good. We've got a discontinuity here, so there's a little bit of, just a little bit of wiggle room around what the widths of these things are, but maybe that's the problem. Okay, so let's change this gap again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. Oh boy, what have we got going on there? Not behaving. So this makes me less excited for the notion that this is 7 elements, or at least not 7 elements that are going to behave according to some math that is enjoyable and centers things correctly. Like this in theory would be centered perfectly, and if this guy is, if we're getting these little bits of offset, and then slightly different offset on one side than the other, then there's something wrong with our numbers. So let's go back to first principles. Let's stop with the flex, and let's do one at a time. So margin 0, so let's do margin 30 and margin 20, 3, 4, 39. Okay, so let's start there. And rather than do flex, let's do P plus P. Okay, so right now, flex doesn't do anything. But we would like a second one to be aligned properly. And I think what that means is we're going to do a margin. So what, minus. We want to go up to 40. And then okay. Okay, so minus 30. So this second one is stuck there, and I would like it to move over by adjusting these margins. And I guess I could do a translate, also a thing I could do, but I would like to use margins for this out of a. All right, so the top margin makes it go up. I think this is the one we need to. There we go. 4, 5. So they are, the margins are set in relation to each other. They're not truly centered. I don't think that makes sense mathematically, but let's see if adding another one does what we want. Nope, it sure doesn't. Okay. Okay. All right, we're starting to see the pattern here. So we're going to do this ridiculous thing and just play it out. According to the math. So we have 7 elements, so let's go ahead and put those in place. Great. This would be 200. And then the next one, add plus P. I do not really like this code. Oh, and it's actually not working. Look at that. So, okay, so first, second, and third are good. The fourth, there it is. There it is. So see that math? See that math playing out? All right. this is the final one. What is it? 300? 303? There's 303. So 50, 100, 151, 203, 253. Hilarious. Hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. Okay, so all right, so our margins here are 0, 0, 0, 0 on this guy. So let's make this a var. Var of, what is it, minus var of dash dash, let's call that one m, or 0. So then dash dash m is 50, and then margin, so then this one is actually, we can do margin left to simplify. Margin 50, and if I do this, and do I get what I want? Maybe not. I'm not getting what I want. That is a big bummer. That is a big, big bummer. Because why? Because, so I do want to do it with a variable. All right, so let's get back to what we were going to do, which was var dash dash, we'll call it y. Oh, that's a terrible y. Y indeed, or 0. And then y is minus 240. Dash dash. Okay, so let's see if this gets what we want. Okay, so that's not too bad. So I think that now, when we replace this, each one of these is small enough to be tolerable. Now, I think that we can do attribute selectors here to do what we really want. Now, there is a math to this. Let's just get the thing done first. Okay, so in terms of the sizing, so this background is really a linear gradient, right? So linear gradient, it's a 2-color linear gradient, and it's either, okay, so we're gonna go blah to blah. And what, transparent? So they all do that now. So the var would be, I believe it's f or 0. And then, so for this guy, let's do an attribute selector and on these two outer ones. And for that one, let's put a number on there. Minus, dash dash y. No, f is what I said. I just screwed up the whole, there we go. So 210, there we go. Okay, so B, and then so C. This is kind of a goofy one. It's not my favorite, but it's kind of fun to solve, right? It's like a weird kind of jigsaw puzzle. C, Okay, and then D. Definitely many optimizations to be done here. But the central trick that we've got going on here makes it a good puzzle. It does make it a good puzzle that we've got these oddball numbers. Submit. And that's 100% match. I'm going to minify and unit replace and just be done with it. But these runs of P are no bueno. They are not good. I do not like that. You could do some algebraic fixes in here, some additions, and do a calc and then use variables inside. And then we need more, probably need more attribute selectors, and then set that math up differently. All right, thanks for watching. An oddball, fun one. Have a good day. It's rough out there. Take care of each other.